Welcome to one of the greatest American art forms, the mixtape. Traditionally, a mixtape is a homemade compilation of media from multiple sources recorded into a medium like a VHS, CD, or cassette tape. What I present here is one part of what I call Mixtape Therapy, a collection of authentic conversations with musicians and artists alike, compiled into a podcast of their inspirations, work, and creative process. Just as you might share a mixtape, I share this with you, hoping that they will connect us in a similar way. Now join me for a little mixtape therapy.
No, I just wanted to ask real quick. Okay, how long has Jerry been your manager?
Like 2 years. About to be working on second year.
Okay, and were you doing this before you had Jerry?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so why did you decide to hire Jerry?
He just believed, and that's what I was looking for, was someone that actually believed in me.
Right?
Yeah. So that's why I was just like, man, I need someone that believes in my vision. I already had another manager. He's like a family member, and he already believed in what I had going on. It's just, to help out, to get me to that further part of this music industry. I just needed someone to represent me better. So that's when Jerry jumped on board, and he actually, yeah, Jerry's cool as shit. Yeah, he's been in a couple of my music videos. That's how he saw what we were doing.
Okay, what
before.
music videos was he in? Which songs?
Shit, Jerry. He was in, so at first Trump Bangin', which is the merch we're selling right here.
Yeah.
He was in that one playing dominoes. And then after that, it was Billy Madison. He was the janitor.
Oh yeah.
And then Super Duper, he was the bartender. What else? I feel like, am I missing anything, Jerry?
I feel like did you?
Oh, and Kush God, he was the store owner.
Oh yeah.
And is that it? Am I missing one? Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah,
But like it sounds like Jerry has to be in like every video from now on,
he's
right?
Hollywood Jerry.
Hollywood Jerry.
Hollywood Jerry.
I didn't know I was in the presence of Hollywood Jerry.
Hollywood Jerry, man. That's the guy, man. He knows a lot of people. He's Hollywood, bro. I can go on and on about places where Jerry's known.
Well, okay, so how did you get hooked up with Jerry? How did Jerry become your manager?
So I bartend at this place, and Jerry was my bar regular. And one day I was just, hey man, you want to be in my music video? Because I had a vision for my music video, and I had visioned these guys playing dominoes in front of this cleaners. It's iconic cleaners in the east side of Austin, Estradas. I think it's Estradas, right? And yeah, so I was just like him. I picked out the people to be in it, and Jerry's like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, let's do it. So then, yeah, and then after that, he was just like, he saw all the cars. He's just, everything there. He's like, man, this is this is pretty professional. You know what I mean? It's well ran, organized, for not really being like, it's pretty much just myself. I was managing myself, kind of, because the other person that was managing me was more just like an investor. You know what I mean? So, yeah, because he didn't like to talk to nobody, So, yeah, that's how I met Jerry. He was my bar regular, and then he saw what we did and wanted to do more and more. And then, like, man, I like what you're doing. Let me get on. I had a manager, actually, before. We had to let her go, though, because, yeah, it was
She wasn't really a manager.
It wasn't working out. It was...
Okay, what makes Jerry a good manager?
Well, he believes in the art, so that's very important, because the person that believes in you, and then he just, if I need him to, he represents me pretty well. He tells people like, hey man, like, this is my artist, this is what we got going on, what do you think? And he's always promoting me everywhere he goes. It don't matter where he's at, pushing me, like the music, pushing the art. So that's one thing that stands out a lot about him. He's always on the clock of Rap Hippie. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, did Jerry want to come today, or did you want Jerry to come today?
Jerry always, like, he's like, what are we doing? What we got going on? What you got? He knows my schedule. I tell him, he locks it in, writes it down. But it's like stuff like this, like I kind of inform him, but like other stuff, like bigger stuff, he's the one that got that going on. So, yeah. But yeah, Jerry's everywhere, like shows, podcasts, anything, music video, whatever it is, Jerry's there.
Wow.
Jerry's always there. Jerry and Chris and Puff, but Puff sadly couldn't be here today.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you were gonna bring Puff?
Puff was gonna come,
Oh.
but it was more.
I didn't.
Like,
I didn't know that was an option.
Oh yeah, Puff comes.
Oh man, I'm
Puff
so.
comes, yeah. But it just something came up, couldn't do it today. So and he wanted to do it, but I was like, nah, it's cool. Just do what you got to do. Puff's a busy man.
Yeah, it's hard being a penguin, right?
Yeah, man. You got to,
Especially in Texas. In Texas, it's hard being a penguin in Texas.
I always got 10 to the North Pole, you know.
Running from cooler to cooler.
Yes, sir.
So hey, you mentioned that this Cleaners was on the east side of Austin. Is that the area you grew up in?
I grew up in the Northeast. My family's from the east side, but I always would be in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you said you had a vision.
Yeah.
What was the vision that told you to do this?
Because I wanted to be like I wanted to represent Austin, but like East Austin for my family. Because both sides of my family's from the east side, and dude, my aunt used to work. So there was an HEB across the street. My aunt worked at the HEB for years. You know what I mean? Like my sister's grandmother lived on that street across too. Like just being over there, just my childhood memories. I think my church school was down the street as well. So I was just like driving by. I was like, man, this is it. You know what I mean? Like it's been there forever, and it's iconic for its yellow building that goes like this. It's like it's dope. Been there for years. So many things around it come and go, but that Cleaners has been there. So I was just like, I have to do it. That's why I did it.
When you're and what song was this for?
Trump banging.
Okay.
This is an actual picture of the music video.
Oh.
And my shout out to Zadok. He takes all my pictures. You know, shout out to Zadok. He took this dope picture. Yeah, this is our new merch. It's already out. Hit me up.
When you see this in your mind, obviously, did you see the video in your mind after you made the song? Like you write the song, or how did that?
The song's been out.
Okay, and then are you listening to the song?
Yes.
And then you have this vision, this video plays out in your mind.
So check this out. This is what I do. I'll play the song over and over and over and over, and then finally, when it's time to go to sleep, I listen to it on repeat. Just put it on repeat, and then while I'm laying in bed, I just have it on and just sleeping. And I dream, the visions come as I sleep. So that's why I was like, you know what, that has to be the video. And I have to get these cars. You know what I mean? I gave it that vibe with the, so that's how I do all my videos. Like I always listen to them while I'm sleeping.
What did it take to get those cars?
Family.
Really?
Family that has, all that was out of love. You know?
It's amazing.
Yeah. These two cars are actually, wait, let me see what I got. Oh, so this one right here is one of my childhood good friends. We went to middle school and high school together.
Here in Austin?
Yeah, shout out to my boy RV. You know what I'm saying? That's his car. He's from 2-3. And this one is like my cousin. So it's my cousin's married to this guy. She got him and his brother and then their people. And I hit up my homie. He was down. And then my dad hit up some homies and got the lowrider out there. So it's all out of love and supportive and believing of what I got going on.
What does that feel like for you?
It feels great, because I say,
it's tough out here in these streets.
Yeah. If you believe in yourself so much, other people are gonna believe in what you got going on. So I always got to say that, if you have a dream, it's all possible. You just have to believe in yourself before anybody else does, because then they will start believing, and once they start believing. And multiple people see that they're believing, they're all going to want to start believing. You know what I'm saying? And then just the belief becomes stronger. Like my whole family believes in what I got going on. So they're like, yeah, whatever you need. So.
Why would I believe your bullshit if you don't?
Because you don't have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you don't believe it, why would I believe it?
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling that off of you that you really believe it, why would I believe it?
Yeah. No, but yeah. The energy is all, So you just got to, believe.
Okay, so we're talking about music videos.
Mm-hmm.
How does for Billy Madison? How does the music video come to you? Do you listen to it over and over?
Well,
Was it that scenario or something else?
So I would listen to the beat, and I don't know why it just reminded me of Adam Sandler.
Sure.
Like I don't know, it kind of reminded me of like I guess it was Happy Gilmore, like him tripping, just a la 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 la. It's just madness, because he has that anger, and so like I was just Billy Madison came along because I thought of a classroom of kids, la 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 la, So then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, and then the reason why I did Billy Madison and named it that is because Billy Madison, the movie, was released on my birthday.
No way.
February 10th, 1995. Yes, sir. And then what's crazy is we named it that or whatever. I didn't look into those details till later. And I was like, wow, like we actually released a music video on my birthday as well. So I was just like, dang, like, it was pretty dope. So I just like, it just made so much sense, and then, the Penguin's just a big part of my life, I just fuck with it.
Is there a lot of times in your life where you kind of have enough awareness, you look back and you go, oh, those two dates were the same? Like you didn't notice it at first?
Yeah.
Do you see that a lot?
No, not too much, but for sure, like that was crazy. Out of the blue, I was like, whoa, what the heck? And then we like dropped the video. I was like, what the heck? That was crazy to me. Not much any other dates, but that was dope.
Yeah. All right. So, and that's the song you're going to perform, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Are y'all
Yeah,
ready to see
yeah.
this? Yeah. Híjole.
All right. So, just whenever you're ready, you just go.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We out here. Hey, Scottie G, Chris Hefner, Jerry O. Yeah. Híjole. Just like Willy Wonka, that chocolate factor like brown skin. And I got a bad Latina looking like Selena. Go ahead, tell all your friends that my girlfriend got a girlfriend. Can't lose in this life, I was born to win. Fuck all the criticism, many gotta keep going. What you slowing down for? Let us see the downfall. Gotta keep this ball rolling, yeah. And I made this bitch bounce, dog, like a damn 6'4". This the real hit, hot, still flowing. I said, bitch, I'm from Texas. Sipping on that oil, but I'm not from Odessa. Big booty hole when I put it on a mesa. Eat it like a fresa, every day a fiesta. Puro pinche party, and she gon' ride a weed loud like a Harley. And I'm on time, 420, never tardy. Shorty real neat, brown skin like a Barbie. Trying to tie me down, I'm a dog, not a corgi. I'm a big bully, tail wheel wagging every time I see the booty. Flow so sick that I really got the cooties. Still on the grind, I ain't talking about a movie. Let's Netflix and chill, I ain't talking about a... Hey, yo, oh, hey, yeah, whoa, yeah, hey, where Puff at? Where my dog?
Yeah.
Whoa. Ayy, while I'm back in this bitch, throwing the parcel, you know it's a hit. Stacking my chips and I really don't trip. She throwing the fit cause she know that I'm him. Yeah, don't pass me the mic, I'm Kobe. I feed her the dick, no Moby. Haters can't hold me, roll me a smoky, chokey, okie dokie. Wouldn't riddle me this, stirring the pot like a flick of the wrist. Making them piss cause I really don't. She back with the shits like a plumber gon' fix. Yeah, caught in a mix, yeah. Rap hippie go crazy, yeah. What you talking about, baby? Wrecking it in a Mercedes. Ya saca la prenda la mota. Rap hippie, West Texas, loca. ATX gon' blow like sopa. Flow hot, ya quita la ropa. Y no quema tu troca. Give me la bolsa, pockets like gorda torta. Y tú no me importa, queda con todas las cosas. Híjole.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. That was cool.
All right. You want to eat some pizza?
Yeah.
All right.